Welcome back to uh Train Hard, Recover Smart podcast. I'm your host, Thomas Flanagan, and today you're going to get a different me. Actually, you're going to get me. And it's taken a long time for me to get back to this guy. All right. Um, so you're gonna again with the podcast here, you're gonna get a new version, a new version of me. The old guy, again, I took time to reflect and rediscover my why and a whole bunch of other stuff. And, I'm getting back to, you know, who I was and who I am to my core. So people that know me, they know how brutally honest I can be. And that's what you're going to get on this podcast from here on out. Is you're going to get educated, but I'm also going to call you out on your shit. So that's what today is. Today, I'm going to call you out on your shit. Okay. So I'm going to be brutally honest with you. No fluff, no sugarcoating. All right. If you cannot take criticism or you don't like hearing the truth, I'm going to tell you right now, stop listening to this episode because I'm going to be brutally honest with you and it might hurt your feelings. And yeah. Okay. So again, if you can't handle criticism, if you can't handle hearing the truth, then please stop listening to the episode, turn it off, walk away. But if you need a dose of reality, if you want to hear, why you're not reaching your goals, then keep listening. All right. Okay. We had a pause. Enough time for everybody that didn't want to listen to leave. Okay. So let's talk about the reality why you're not making progress towards your goals. Pretty simple. It's your excuses, your priorities, and your choices. It's time to wake up and face the harsh truth. Okay. We all get the same 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Yet some of us find times to get workouts in, while others don't. Why? Because those who do make it a priority, the ones that do, they make it a priority. The ones that don't, they just don't do it because it's not a priority to them. If you're not finding the time, it's because you're choosing not to. Let's be real. It's not about having the time. It's about making the time. And listen, I know what you're saying. Oh, I don't have the time. I understand. Listen, I understand working long hours every day. Been there. Hell, I still do it. There's a majority of you that listen to this that probably could not go with my schedule every freaking day of the week. I don't get weekends off. I don't get them. I don't get holidays off. I don't get none of that crap off. I take time for myself throughout the day. I take time for myself here and there. Yes, but I put in the work every freaking day. Okay. Why? Because it's a priority. So yes, I understand working long hours every day. Been there, done that, still doing it. But guess what? I still get in my 3 lifting days a week. I get in my daily walks. How? By making it a priority. You don't. It's that simple. When I sit here and I put out listen, I have 6 online clients that I work with. I have 8 in-person clients that I work with. I'm a full-time student working on my bachelor's in exercise science. Okay. So let's see. How does my day run? Okay. I have clients in the afternoons from 2 to 7. So that means I leave my house at 1, I'm home at 8 to work with in-person clients, Monday through Friday. Bam. There you go. Now I have my online clients that I work with. So I work on their stuff either in the mornings before I head out or at night when I get back. Now I'm taking classes for my degree. So I have live classes I've got to sit in twice a week. Okay. So I've got those. Then I've got homework assignments that I have to do. I've got papers to write. I got discussion questions to answer. I've got other assignments to do. So I have all that other stuff to do. Plus, let's see, I have a business coach that I meet with once or twice a week to go over stuff. I have a social media coach that that I sit down and do meetings with so I can learn the social media algorithms. Okay. I'm working on web design. So I sit down with a web designer once a week to make sure the web design is going good. I work with a marketing agency. So I'm talking to the marketing guy once a week. I wish I could trade my schedule for something structured like a 7 to 7. At least I got to be to work at 7. I go home at 7. My day's done. My day is never done. I get up, I start working. I I go until I'm done for the day. Hell, I'm recording this podcast right now on Saturday night at 10:40 p.m. Central Time. Right now. That's when I'm doing this on a Saturday at 10:40. Why? Because this is when I have the time to do it right now. Because today I was working on case study for my rest and recovery class. But guess what I did today? I went to the gym and did my hour workout. I got in my 3 walks today with the dog because they were priority. Podcast was like number 7 on the priority list today. Now I'm at number 7 for the day. It's just that simple. Okay. So let's talk about your choices. Yeah, those two. Your choices hold you back. You'd rather invest your time in drinking every night with your friends who do nothing but bitch about how everything sucks. Instead of surrounding yourself with people who have a growth mindset, who want to level up their lives, improve their situation, and accomplish their goals, you choose to stay in your comfort zone. The saying goes, I can tell your future based on your 5 closest friends. If your friends are lazy and unmotivated, guess what? So are you. So I'm gonna ask the audience right now. Really, I want you to sit down and think about it. Think back 5, 6, 3, hell, 1 year, whatever. In the last 10 years, we'll say, have you had a close friend that all of a sudden stopped talking to you? Have you? Have you had a really close friend that you used to do a lot of stuff with, hang out with, whatever. And then all of a sudden, contact started dwindling down to now it's like sporadic, maybe once or twice every few months. You ever wonder why? Hell, I could tell you. I could tell you right now. In the last 2 years, shoot, I've stopped talking to probably a good 8, 9, maybe 10 people because they were that group of people that just sat around and bitched about how everything sucked. And they were just a mental drain on me. I was trying to level up and move on and do good things and everything like that. And then they were the energy suckers. So yeah, so think about it. You know, now I surround myself, shoot, my 5 closest friends, man, I'm not the smartest man in the room anymore. Those 5 friends, you see, like I told you those 5 friends, you know where I'm going. You know what the next 12 months are bringing for me. Now that I moved to a new city, hell, you can see changes that I've already started with my 5 closest friends. It's the choices you make. If you want to sit there and drink every night around a bonfire and bitch and moan about your fucking situation, then fine. But when somebody, but understand, it's not going to get any better than that. That's it. You hit your peak. You're done. Pack it up. Move on. Well, you're not moving on. You're done. You know, and then while you guys are sitting there drinking, and then you guys can bitch about how much the pizza costs at a local pizzeria, because we all know you won't take the time to look up a healthy recipe online, which I have a very good high protein recipe on my Instagram page that costs a fraction of the price of what your local pizzeria is charging. But you wouldn't do that. You know why? Because you'd have to make it yourself. It goes back. You're lazy and unmotivated. You know, you say you can't invest in your health, but you drink every night, you order takeout every day, you don't meal prep to save money because it's easier to buy fast food. Then you stand in front of the fucking mirror and bitch about the way you look. You know, you can't have it. You can't have the best results and not do anything for it. I fucking figured that out 18 months ago. I was that guy. That was fucking, sitting there bitching and moaning, hanging out with the wrong people, lazy as shit. I was that guy. Then I slowly changed into the person I am today. How? I made small changes every day, made better choices every day, put in the work every day. And most importantly, I stopped bitching about my shitty situation. I took that negative energy and I turned it into a positive energy by investing in my priorities, investing in my future, and overall, I invested in myself because no one else was going to change my situation for me. I had to fucking do it. So until you figure that out, you'll stay fat, lazy, miserable, broke, and stuck with a shitty group of friends who do nothing but complain. The real reason the real reason you are where you are is because you lack priorities and you make bad choices. So really, when are you going to wake the fuck up and change? Really? Listen, been there, done that. Listen, I've been in those shoes. It sucks. But I'll tell you, I'm not on the other side that the other side of that yet. But as far as I've come, it's much better than where it was. You know, life gets better. Life gets easier when you start making better choices and you set your priorities straight. Now, normally I end the podcast on a pretty high note, but not today. Today I'm just being very blunt, very forward with you. Okay. You really need to wake the fuck up and make some changes. Stop blaming your job that you work too much and you can't get in a workout. No. It's that you're not making the time for it. You don't have to do a 2-hour fucking workout. 30 minutes is all you really need. Nice high intense workout, 30 minutes. And hell, you can split that up into 2 15-minute workouts. If you can't find 2 15-minute blocks throughout a fucking day, then you know what? Then I don't want to, then there's no helping you, because then you're not really looking to change. You're just looking for more excuses. We all put ourselves in these positions. We all do it. But guess what? Nobody's coming to get you out. You got to do it yourself. So once you figure that shit out, then you'll figure it out. For some people, it comes way too late. For other people, it comes at a good time. So it's time to stop making excuses and start making changes. Your future depends on it. So train hard, recover smart, and as always, be better than you were yesterday.